Hi again, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Litter Media Live. Look at these lovely ladies I have with me today. We have Erin Allsop and also Erin Givens. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
You know them from Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio and the Paper City Mentoring Project. Thank you. And we're going to talk about an event that they have coming up, collaborating with something completely different. So we're going to talk about that coming up in just a moment. But first, let me give you a preview of what we are going to talk about. People Who Care, Ross County. It's a new initiative. We'll explain in just a moment right after this.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Both of you ladies are involved with mentoring kids, and what better way to get your groups together than to work together on something, right?
Absolutely.
That's exactly what we thought.
So tell us about People Who Care, first of all, and this event that you're about to be hosting on May 4th. That's where a lot of folks are going to learn more about it, huh?
That's right.
Absolutely. So the People Who Care initiative is a nationwide initiative to help benefit nonprofit organizations within the community that they reside. And we've seen this most recently in Pickaway County, and it resonated very deeply with Erin and I both, because in what we do every day in working with mentoring, it essentially means that we all need other people. We need supports. We need trustworthy, helpful. We need all of these things to help any person succeed. So whether it's kids or teenagers, or if we're being honest, even adults, we all need people in our corner.
Right.
So that to us is what mentoring is just supporting other people. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what this People Who Care initiative will be doing for Ross County. So that's why we both came together to do that. And it's an opportunity for anyone in our community to come learn about the initiative, but also network and get to know other people within our own community and understand and learn more about the resources and nonprofits in Chillicothe, and then help give back to them so that they can continue doing the work that they are already doing and help them not only continue, but also to better what they are doing.
Really, it is a nice way to help change lives and change them for the better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how did you stumble upon this, People Who Care?
The People Who Care, we stumbled up on it because Big Brothers Big Sisters was invited to be part of it in Pickaway County.
Okay.
So
lean a little closer into that microphone there.
So in March, I presented for Big Brothers Big Sisters of South Central Ohio in Pickaway County to the People Who Care. Actually, in Pickaway County, it's called Women Who Care. And Erin came along as a support.
She did awesome.
So that we could kind of know more about what the initiative is and what it looks like and see if that really would work in Ross County. And I think one of the things that Erin and I both just thought of at the beginning was that we really wanted to come together and show our community that building each other up builds us up also. So we wanted to give our community an opportunity to build up the other nonprofits around that we have in Ross County, because we have a lot of them.
When you jump into something like this, certainly there was something you saw that clicked for you to say, hey, it's working for them. Why can't it work for us? What did you see that attracted you to that?
Honestly, I think for us, it was seeing our daily work in action. We've heard the saying, we rise by lifting others. And really that's what Erin and I do on a daily basis. Is we are lucky enough to facilitate and manage volunteers with youth to better all parties involved. I know we've talked about that before, that, a lot of people think that our mentors are the ones helping their mentee, when really, the mentee is helping the mentor just as much. Yeah. So for us, we saw that in this initiative was, why not give back to other people that are helping our community, whether it be with youth or with adults, anyone. We want to help them. We want to cheer them on, and we want to financially help them as well. And this is an opportunity for us to do all of that while really driving home the importance of being in each other's corners.
Yeah. And as well, the another part of that is that the buy-in for the community part of it is very simple. It's 2 events a year, so it's a semi-annual event, and it's $200. So $100 in May and $100 in November. But the payback for the winning nonprofit is huge. It's up to $10,000 each in May and in November.
That's a nice shot in the arm, isn't it, for agencies?
Speaking as a nonprofit,
yes,
that is.
Absolutely.
And it's a nice way of pulling your money together to help as well.
Absolutely. And there's all of the benefits of giving to a nonprofit. It is a 501c3 that they would be giving it to. So they get all of the tax benefits, but also they're getting a front row seat in hearing what these organizations are currently doing. And then the organizations that ultimately do get the money, they come back and they report what that money has ultimately done for their organization. So, you're hearing, you're watching, you're seeing, and really for $100, that it's coming back tenfold.
You're making a big impact.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's an easy way to make a big impact locally.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
You
get to hang out,
a
meet new
networking
people,
event.
You're going to see these people anyway, right?
Exactly.
At
You may
other
as
events and
well. You may as
things.
well come and join us.
Come together for this initiative and
Absolutely.
really help out in a great way. I've been involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters since the 1980s, and one thing I've learned is you're always going to have matches that are needing to be matched.
Absolutely.
Or should I say unmatched? You're going to have the
Yes.
unmatched. And I imagine it might be the same that you have learned through the Paper City mentoring that's going on in the project there. But the idea that you're together, you're doing similar things, you got to help finance that somehow. And I know you can get so much through United Way, you can get through other donations and that sort of thing, but I like how you're joining forces in this.
Yeah, one of the things I think Erin and I both came into our positions around the same time. And one of the things that was really important to both of us is that we didn't want to see each other as competition. I believe in Paper City Mentoring Project as much as I believe in the mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters, because we are dedicating what we do to impact the lives of the youth. So for my organization, we serve youth from the ages of 7 to 14. For Erin's, it's teenagers. So we don't directly conflict with each other. Mm-hmm. So by supporting the mission at Paper City Mentoring Project, I am supporting my mission also. So I want the community to know that. I know Erin wants the community to know that also, that you don't have to choose either or. It can be a both and.
For people who don't know the stories behind your both agencies, share with them what you see from these kids, what they need, and when people get involved, what the kids get out of it.
Yeah. Well, for Big Brothers Big Sisters, we believe in creating one-to-one mentoring relationships that ignite the power and promise of youth. And so all of the kids that we serve are at risk. They are living in poverty. They are living in families with substance abuse issues, incarceration. And so having a mentor in their life really can help them change the cycle of all of these things that they're dealing with, and really can impact them to make choices that are healthy and better choices to have a better future. And so that's what we are working hard with our volunteers to impact those lives and change those lives.
Ours is very similar. We serve basically the same demographic, but in the teenager form. And everyone can attest that being a teenager is tough in itself. Mm-hmm. So if you add generational cycles or, just some of the different things that are popping up in everyday life that we haven't dealt with, that's what the teens are dealing with now. And we want to put that consistent, trustworthy person in their life. It's not to tell them what to do or how to do it. It's truthfully to let them feel seen, to feel empowered. And we want genuinely what they want. So we ask them, what do you want out of your life? Okay, let's make that happen. And it's amazing what can happen just by putting that one person in your life, because it's the ripple effect of, wow, okay, that person just poured into me. I want to pour into somebody else. Exactly. Or, you know what? If they're pouring into me, I think someone else may also be able to pour into me. And when that is coming from so many different avenues, you're fulfilled, you're ignited, you are ready to take on what's next, but also hopefully give back for what's been given to you.
Yeah. I've known kids in both agencies and have seen how they've progressed as they get older. And some of the kids involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters are now in their 40s that I first met. And to see how they have turned out because an adult took time to mentor with them. And I imagine Paper City's the same way. The commitment by the mentee or the mentor, the adult and their commitment is very minimal. And the time that you spend with these kids, you can make such an impression upon them that it changes their lives.
It Absolutely. Is. And if it's being done correctly, you're building these relationships. You genuinely want to spend time with the other person, whether it be the adult or the teen.
It's always a two-way street.
They're both getting fulfillment out of it. And I think that's probably one of the coolest parts of both of our jobs is, they start off as complete strangers and it's awkward. It always is. Yeah. But then when you see them weeks into it, months into it, years into it, they're genuinely part of their lives. They have weaved themselves in such a way that it's really an honor to watch, because you got to see it from the beginning, and here they are genuinely interested and invested in each other's lives.
Yeah, we have stories of littles being, or bigs being in the littles' wedding after years of having been mentored and menteed. So it's really cool to see that progression of the relationship and how it really does impact the future.
Yeah, and I recall some of the annual meetings that the Big Brothers Big Sisters have had that I've been a part of. There's not enough tissue boxes to go around because of the stories that come from these. Going off to college, becoming an adult, having children. It's just amazing to watch it transpire in front of us all.
And that feeling really is what inspired us to bring this event to Ross County, because if we are watching all of the organic relationships being formed and the pouring into each other and the genuine interest in what they're doing, why wouldn't we make that bigger? Why wouldn't we make it for the entire community that we are serving and that we are living in ourselves? So if we can give that to other organizations, what better gift is there than supporting them both by showing up, but also if we're able to help financially, then we're here for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, in the posts beneath us of the show that's going on right now, you'll find the link that will take you to find out more information about the People Who Cares event, which is coming up May 4th. And that'll be at 6 p.m. at the Naz Vineyard and Winery. And if you've never been to the Naz, I've been by it, but I've never been to the Naz. You've got room for everybody to really dig in and understand what's going on.
It is a gorgeous area. So even if you're coming just to see that, I wouldn't blame you.
Plus there'll be food and beverage there as well, right?
We're going to have, because it's May 4th, we're going to have some salsas for Cinco de Mayo type. And then the beverage will be open bar.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No.
Cash bar.
Cash
it is
bar.
A cash bar.
Wow.
It's not open bar. Sorry. There will be a bar, but you're going to pay for it.
There are 2 4-letter words mentioned there. One of them is open. Strike that. Cash is the other one that we want to use. So, the things that happen on live TV, right? So, again, if you want to learn more about, and let's say I'm another 501c3, can I participate as well?
Absolutely. So this first event, there is no financial obligation. It's honestly just coming to learn more about the initiative, how to become involved, whether you want to be a donor or a 501c3 that would apply for this. So truthfully, when we say it's open to everyone, we mean that because we want you to understand what this is and how it can benefit. And that is truly what the opportunity is. We are coming together for this. It is not a competition, this first one. It is truthfully laying it all out there. So We want to see everybody. There's plenty of space. Yeah. We do ask that you register through the Eventbrite link with what he had shared, and that's just so that we have an idea of how many people, and we're prepared for that.
Yeah. And so at the first event, we will have the registration forms for people who want to become members and commit to $200 a year at $100 at each of the 2 different meetings in the year. And then we will also have the forms for the nonprofits that would like to apply to be one of the 3 presenting nonprofits at our November event.
And that gives you an opportunity to show your wares, so to speak, of your agency, and hopefully get more people involved with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, before I let you go, I have to ask, do you have any other events coming up that Paper City's involved with, or Big Brothers Big Sisters?
We just finished a huge one, so I'm laying low for a
Erin's
minute. We always have our monthly Bring Out the Best series. It's the 3rd Tuesday of every month, and that's open to all high school and college-age young adults. It's from 4 to 5 at Paper City Coffee. But as far as big events, like I said, we're laying low for a minute.
Yeah.
And for us, we have a lot of summer events coming up for our kids in the programs. So if you have a child who would like to be involved, we can enroll them now. We have a big school-based field day. Wow, I keep misspeaking.
Yeah, you're fine.
A field day coming up in May at the Paint Stadium for our school-based program. So if somebody would like to be a volunteer for that, I would love to have more volunteers. And then I will be gearing up for Dance for Kids' Sake again very soon. That date is going to be October 14th of 2023, and we're going to be back at the Shoemaker Center. So back at OUC this year.
Okay.
So.
All right. Are you knocking on doors yet for dancers?
I have a list started. People have been knocking on my door.
Yeah.
It's surprising. So if you want to be a dancer, send me an email, send me a text. I haven't made a list yet, but we will be meeting soon to choose those dancers.
I had someone ask me how to get involved, and I said,
Send them my way.
Let me give you a phone number. We got you taken
I love that.
care
It
of,
makes my job easier.
Amen to that. And they want to be there, so you don't have to twist anybody's arms. So, all right. Thank you again for stopping in. May 4th at the Naz Winery and Vineyard and Winery. Also, again, it starts at 6 p.m., so make sure you leave town about 5 o'clock. Go enjoy the countryside and stop in at the Naz. Erin, thank you for stopping in.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for watching as well. Another special edition of Litter Media Live coming your way tomorrow morning. That'll be at 9 o'clock. We'll be talking with Jonathan Davis, Superintendent at the Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center. That's all tomorrow on another edition of Litter Media Live.